Very good morning, students. I am L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. My dear children, we have been studying chapter 3rd of civics, that is electoral politics. In electoral politics, now we shall see the next topic, that is why do we need elections? As we have seen in previous paragraphs, the previous topics, how do we conduct the election? What are the importances of election and why elections? Why do we need elections? Now we shall see. Again, elections take place regularly in any democracy. We noted in chapter 1 that there are more than 100 countries in the world in which elections take place to choose people's representatives. We also read that elections are held in many countries that are not democratic. So many countries are there in the world where elections are conducted on the views of the people and people choose their representative. Same thing is there also in our country. India is the greatest example of democracy in the world. So we shall see what type of elections and how do we conduct the election in our country. But one thing is there. Let's know why do we need elections? Let us try to imagine a democracy without elections. A rule of the people is possible without any elections if all the people can sit together every day and take any the decisions. But as we have already seen in chapter 2, this is not possible in any large community. Nor is it possible for everyone to have the time and knowledge to take decisions on all matters. Therefore, in most democracies, people rule through their representatives. This is not possible for all the people of the country to sit together and take decision on the national interest day by day. This is absolutely not possible. Nor is it possible for everyone to have the time and knowledge to take decisions on all matters. Neither everybody has that much time to sit day by day and take decision on all the matters. Therefore, there is the most democracies. People rule through their representatives. Therefore, in democracy, the common people do not participate in the functioning of the government directly. We have the representative system of government. If there a democratic way of selecting representatives without election, let us think of a place where representatives are selected on the basis of age and experience. It is not possible in a democracy to select the representatives in other ways. Now we shall think about the countries and the place where the government is formed without election and the representative should be selected on the basis of age and experience, or a place where they are chosen on the basis of education or knowledge. None such a place or country is there where such types of representatives are selected. कोई ऐसा देश नहीं है जहां उसके नॉलेज के ऊपर, एक्सपीरियंस के ऊपर, उसके मेरिट के ऊपर उसको रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुना जाए। दैट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। But let us say the people can resolve these difficulties clearly. Such a place does not require elections. If we do so, means without contesting any election, if we choose the representative on their experience, their merit, their knowledge, their character, so there is no need of election. But can we call this place a democracy? No, this is not a point of democracy. This is not subjected to democracy. How do we find out if the people like their representatives or not? How do we ensure that these representatives rule as per the wishes of the people? How do we make sure that those who the people don't like do not remain their representatives? This requires a mechanism by which people can choose their representatives at regular intervals and change them if they wish to do so. This mechanism is called election. Therefore, elections are considered essential in our times for any representative democracy. This is not possible to find any person as a well character, well mannered, well educated, and well behaved. If suppose that such qualities are found in a person, suppose that, so can we say that all the people of the constituency or the jurisdiction want to choose such a person as representative? We have the confusion. It is not necessary that all the people of the constituency want such a person to be elected as a representative. This is not possible or not sure. Therefore, election, common election is the glory of democracy, that every person can participate in the process of election without fear and pressure to choose the representative. Means what type of person or representative the constituency wants. In an election, the voters make many choices. What are they? They can choose who will make laws for them. They can choose who will form the government and take major decision. जो इलेक्शन ऐसी चीज़ है जिसमें वोटर्स की चॉइस होती है कि हम ऐसी किसी का चुनाव करेंगे जो हमारे लिए कानून बनाएगा, जो सरकार के मेजर डिसीजन में अपना पार्टिसिपेशन करेगा. They can choose who will form the government and take major decision. वे चुनेंगे कि किसको जो है, किसकी सरकार बननी है, कौन सरकार का मुखिया होगा, ये कौन, इस पर मेजर डिसीजन कौन लेगा. They can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and lawmaking. These are the major points which the voter thinks, and on such behalf, voter elect the representative from his or her constituency. What makes an election democratic? Elections can be held in many ways. All democratic countries hold elections, but most non-democratic countries also hold some kind of elections. How do we distinguish democratic elections from any other election. So many countries are there where no election is conducted, but the government is far. And many countries are there, the representatives are elected on the views of the people. Let us recall what we learned there and start with a simple list of the democratic election. हमने डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्शन के बारे में क्या क्या जाना और हम कैसे इसको लर्न कर सकते हैं, कैसे रिकॉल कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट, everyone should be able to choose. This means that everyone should have one vote and every vote should have equal values. कि सबको वोट देने का अधिकार होना चाहिए, सबके पास इक्वल वैल्यू होनी चाहिए, हर वोट का समान अधिकार होना चाहिए. There should not be differentiation of the vote on the ground of merit and demerit. Next, second, there should be something to choose from. Parties and candidates should be free to contest elections and should offer some real choice to the voters. These are some points which are necessary to choose the representatives. That's all. We shall see next video. Till then, thank you. Next video will provide us so many knowledge about the democracy and how do election perform to form the government. Till then, thank you.